Hey guys, on today's video, let me just let it roll in. I've always wondered why people put in the efforts they put in to do the things they do. Growing up, I just saw life as so small. Myself, my family, living fine, my mom and dad going to school. I even often wondered what was my purpose, and then things happened so fast. My parents died. I had to become a strong woman to take care of myself, defend myself, and a whole lot of other things. I began to see how people compete for things, male, female. It was really heartbreaking. That, oh, you have to do better than this person to live the kind of life you want to live. You have to put in a whole lot of ton of effort. And then I wondered how my parents did it. How are they able to take care of three of us, meet our needs, and I don't know. Over time, I realized that is how life is, and for you to live the kind of life you want to live, you have to put in that extra effort. You need to do better, exceptionally well. It was a whole lot coming into this phase called adulthood. A whole lot of things I had to navigate. Yeah, I already had experience, I had exposure because I had been to the boarding school my whole life, and then I saw how things were. But then this was a tougher journey. It seemed weird to me because I was just living my life with no vision, purpose, just living it how it came. Although I had dreams, and the reason I had these dreams was because I was at a fix in my life where I needed to do better for myself. And then I started seeing people. When I started wanting to do better things for myself, I started seeing people who were even trying harder than I was. And I'm wondering, because I still felt like I was lazy. What is this? I still felt like, why these people pushing themselves so hard, especially when I see people who have achieved something. No, at least, let me say, the life I would have thought of living. When I see people achieve these things, I wonder why they're still putting in effort. Why do they still need to do better? Why? What exactly are they looking for? I don't know. Well, it has been a lot on my mind, and from what I've observed, first of all, I observed that some people do better to validate themselves, and sometimes it's not a problem because when you think about it, if you give yourself words of affirmations every time, you obviously want to see these things in your life. And how would you do that if you don't intentionally work on doing that? It gives them reason for who they are. It helps them establish their confirmations or affirmations of who they are. And so they need to see themselves fulfilling those aspects of their life if they've said so. And this is who I am, they need to see it. How would you see those things in your life if you don't work intentionally to seeing them in your life? I also realized people want to push themselves beyond their limits, beyond what they think in their mind. They want to explore new horizons, take on new opportunities, feel better, do better. And while I saw these things, I wondered to myself, was I just living life without having a vision or a purpose? I was just living life. I was like, these things are not necessary. That's until I became an adult and I started taking care of myself. Yeah. It was a whole lot. A whole lot. It made me come into the reality of these people. People also push themselves because they have deadlines to meet. Your rent is due. You need to get that new car to make your life easier. You want to build a house for your parents because they're getting old, and then you don't want to see them like leave this world without you giving back to them. You have siblings to cater for. Your school fees is due. People have deadlines. People push themselves for a whole lot of reasons. I started to ask myself, Deborah, why are you pushing yourself? Because I realized in this year, I wanted to do a whole lot of better things. I wanted to do better for myself financially. I wanted to do better for myself emotionally. I wanted to do better for myself in my mindset. I wanted to take on new horizons. Now, why did I want to do this? I figured there are people living better lives than I am right now. Why can't I be one of those people? I saw that, I grew up from a small family. I didn't get to travel a lot, but I knew that people traveled. But I didn't know it was a lifestyle for some people to travel, like whenever they felt like. I didn't know it was a lifestyle for people to eat whatever they wanted, because I didn't have those kind of opportunities every time. It was like once in a blue moon, once in a Christmas season. And if you don't know, there are people that don't get to eat Christmas, that don't get to eat chicken, sorry. They don't get to eat chicken except on Christmas Day. I was not one of those people, but then mine wasn't on a regular basis. Why? Because my family we had a lot of bills we were paying. So now I want to think of affording luxury. Luxury in the sense of eating chicken, eating good food. So we did that like once in a while, when every other debt was paid, school fees, children's school uniform, books, normal basic needs, and all of that. That was really the time my family was able to, when all those things were sorted out, that's when my family was able to afford the little basic things that we needed. And I came into adulthood, and I found that there are people living this kind of life. I envy them, seriously. I envy them. But I've come to realize that for me to get to that level, I need to do better for myself. It's because obviously there is a void. That's why I feel that way, especially considering the way Nigeria is right now. Because every effort you are putting is almost like as if it's being surmounted to nothing. Meanwhile, if you put this effort in somewhere else, it will really generate a lot of revenue for you. And so I started to think to myself, I started to, compare myself in a sort of way, comparison, yes. I started to compare myself. I started to ask, what is it that I am doing wrong? What is it that other people are doing that I am not doing? Because I've tried easy courses, I've taken courses. Is it putting in extra effort, looking at what works for you? I've tried that. When I get the job, I've written proposals, a whole lot of things, several times, online, offline, and then it doesn't amount to something big. And I'm wondering, how long will it take to get something big? How long? Are there deadlines? Can I push myself the way these people are pushing themselves? Can I take risks? When I mean risks, I mean risks that people would hear and they'd be like, why did you do something like this? This is the most insane thing you've done. But I know the reason why I took this risk. I know because it's going to push me into another level of exploration, into another level of becoming better in myself, in my mind. Because when you take risks, first of all, it helps you open your mind to see the possibility that, you are the one limiting, or you've been the one limiting yourself this past while. And Another thing I came to realize is why people push themselves to do better is because they're trying to fill a void, or maybe they lack self-esteem. So they may have been traumatized from past by words someone said, and so they decide to put effort in to become better persons. And yeah, to help them like not look at the things that people say and be worried about it, and a whole lot more. I started out posting this year. I've had YouTube since like 2019, 2018, 2020. I didn't know the use of YouTube. I just saw people do videos and I didn't think that I could do those kind of videos before. I thought it was for a specific set of persons, because what do I want to be doing on YouTube? So I'll just go there, watch sermons, watch people's lives and all of that. And then I saw my friends do it too, and I had the mindset that, oh, is this for a special set of, it's for a special set of people. I didn't even know there was something called YouTube monetization. I didn't know YouTube had, or what it had. I didn't know people got gigs from social media. I didn't have all this knowledge. And so when did I figure that out? I think that was in in 2020. I first started using Instagram. 2020, I started using Instagram. I started at my house. You don't use a phone till you enter into the university. I got into the university in 2018, but then my university was a private school. They were not allowed to use phones, so they gave us a tab, and on that tab you cannot put Instagram or Twitter or WhatsApp. So we had to look for measures to do all of that. And me, I really didn't see the need of all these things. I had no knowledge of a lot of things that social media was being used for up until I started using it. I first started using Instagram, this GB Instagram, on my tab in school. And that was when I realized that, oh, this is the reason why people come to Instagram. This is the reason why people, first for the network, secondly, they are able to see the lives of others, talk to friends who are far away and all of that. And okay, I kept on doing that every day. I didn't even know that Instagram, you could get brand deals from it and all of that, or people would follow you and to create more awareness for you. And I didn't know all of those things. I just even became knowledgeable about them. And I started thinking, what if I had known all of these things before? I would have become way better than I was right now. I wouldn't have had to start now. Knowledge would have made me do all the things I'm doing right now then, and I would have seen growth. But yes, it's never too late to start. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. So it's never too late to start. So these are the few reasons I've seen why people push themselves to do better, from things I've thought about, I've observed, and I try to really bring up based on my experience. If you have any other suggestion or any other thoughts or any other reason you think people push themselves to do better, you can drop them in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like, subscribe and share. See you soon.